We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bother him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Watch out. 43.
Kamara Try it again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's got this one completed to Mims. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, New York.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. 97's the net. 97's the net.
Winston now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Man open, it's Goodwin. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Muhammad. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Winston's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley. 41 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except for certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second and goal, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On second down, here's Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down past the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They'll run it with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Chandler Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Kamara with a first down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Jets 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. He's able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Yards to go.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Rodgers on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now they try the right side here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the gun, Winston. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cards, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to